My child, my beloved, even before your next breath, heaven is calling your name through a light that refuses to delay. Your divine legacy has already arrived, and you are unaware of how close you are to overlooking the message intended for you alone. I, Archangel Michael, am communicating directly to your spirit at this moment because the final countdown has already commenced. My beloved, pay close attention. A letter from the heavens has been drafted in your name, sealed with the very destiny you pleaded for during your darkest hours. If you pause for even a second, a surrounding force will attempt to seize what is rightfully yours. This is why I am here. This is the reason you are witnessing this at this precise moment. Nothing is by chance, especially when heaven decides to step in. My child, before I disclose the truth, I need you to receive this with your entire soul. If you have not subscribed to the voice that delivers these divine warnings and miracles, do so now. Subscribing will activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life. Heaven observes the choices you make even in your smallest actions. And every click serves as a sign that you are prepared to receive what has been withheld for years. Do it now for the more you listen. A signal was sent directly to the angels that you were finally awake, finally prepared, and finally willing to accept the inheritance that was kept from you. The more heaven can communicate, my beloved, the very instant you opened this message, a spiritual alarm sounded in the unseen realm. Bloodline for generations. And now that you are here, I can disclose what was kept hidden. My child, something incredible is happening around you today. That is the only time heaven is granting before this divine letter changes hands. Someone else desires it. Someone who has been observing you quietly, waiting for the chance to take it for themselves the moment you overlook a blessing. You do not know their identity yet, but they are aware of yours and they have been anticipating this exact moment. My beloved, I am imploring you to remain with these words, not because they are being dramatic or urgent, but because they are true. Heaven has shown me the parchment, the seal, and the signature. You will not believe the one who sent it. When you learn the name, your knees will weaken and your breath will falter. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. My child, your divine inheritance is more than just wealth. It is healing. It is restoration. It is honor, compensation, justice, and the return of every blessing you silently wept for. And this time, heaven refuses to permit anyone to steal it from you. My beloved, you have faced attacks for years, not due to weakness, but because you were selected for something much greater than your history. There is a spiritual reason why people attempted to break, betray, misunderstand, and cast you aside. They understood something you did not. Once you ascend, their access to your destiny is terminated. My child, can you feel it? This message is unlike any others you have encountered. This one is alive. This one pulses with divine urgency. This one carries something that belongs to you. My beloved, a sudden shift occurred today. Heaven altered a record bearing your name. A page was turned. A spiritual seal was placed upon a document that had been stalled for years. And at that exact moment, a letter of inheritance, yes, inheritance, began its journey toward your life. But there is more that you must hear. When heaven releases a blessing, the darkness attempts to intercept it. That is why someone in your circle has suddenly altered their behavior. Their silence is not truly silence. Their smile is not a genuine smile. Their kindness is not true kindness. It is a mask. My child, I must reveal who attempted to obstruct this blessing. But before I disclose the truth, you must understand. If your spirit becomes distracted even momentarily, the message may shift away from you. Heaven provides opportunities, not guarantees. This is why you were pulled to this message by a divine force. My beloved, you believe you opened this message, but heaven says this message opened you. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls. You can support this work through the link in the description, or the pinned comment. Who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Please like this video and subscribe to ensure these blessings continue to reach you. My child, something sacred is taking place. A name is inscribed on that divine letter. It is the name of the person who sent it. A person who transitioned into the higher realm with something they never had the opportunity to tell you. They are reaching out with urgency because the window of time is brief. My beloved, you must grasp this. Every time heaven sends a miracle, there is a window, and that window closes rapidly. You are standing within one right now, my child. I see a pen. I see a hand shaking as it writes your name. I see a message protected by a seal wrapped in light and carried by a messenger who understands your story better than you do. And I see that this letter contains a truth regarding your inheritance that will transform everything you believe about your life. My beloved, you are not simply reading this. Your soul is being summoned, and the divine realm will not cease until you obtain what is yours. My child, my beloved, take a deep breath. For what I am about to reveal will not just shake your spirit. It will restructure the destiny waiting at your door. You have no idea how close you came to losing everything heaven wrote in your name. But the moment you opened this message, the heavens altered the atmosphere around you, pulling your inheritance back into your grasp. My beloved, a spiritual battle is occurring right now in your name. The forces that tried to stall your blessings are trembling, because they realize this message is opening your eyes. They know you are awakening. They know the window is closing for them. And they fear the moment you realize how truly powerful you are. My child, that divine letter moving toward you is more than just a message. It is a key. It is a key to doors that have been locked in your life for years. Doors you stood before in tears. Doors you pleaded with heaven to open. Doors you nearly abandoned, but heaven did not forget. Heaven was not ignoring you. Heaven was preparing the perfect moment for your breakthrough. And beloved, this is that moment. My beloved, listen to the trembling within your chest right now. That is not fear. It is alignment. That is your spirit recognizing what belongs to it. That is heaven confirming that your time has arrived. My child, the person who sent that letter is no longer in the physical world. They have crossed into the realm of truth where lies cannot exist and intentions cannot be hidden. From that place they saw what you have survived, what you have endured, and what you were denied. And they refuse to leave you without delivering what you deserve. My beloved, I see their face, soft eyes filled with love and regret. A soul who departed too soon. Someone who carried guilt because they could not protect you when they should have. Someone who promised, whether silently or aloud, that they would watch over you. And now they are keeping that promise. My child, you may feel confused since you do not yet know who it is, but your soul already understands the truth. The moment the name is disclosed, your heart will tighten in recognition. You will feel the truth rushing through you like a wave, and the weight you have been carrying will finally be released. My beloved, there is something pressing. I must warn you about the divine inheritance being sent to you is being monitored. Not by angels but by humans with ulterior motives. Someone in your vicinity wants what is yours. Someone who smiles at you, but prays for your failure in silence. Someone whose heart will break when they witness your rise. My child, this individual has been waiting not for your blessing to arrive, but for you to disregard the sign so they can seize it. They are hoping you will bypass this message. They are hoping you will procrastinate. They are hoping you will doubt because the moment you hesitate, the spiritual claim over your inheritance weakens, and they are aware of that, my beloved. But they did not anticipate you opening this. They did not expect you to listen. They did not expect heaven to speak through Archangel Michael directly to you. And now they are losing their grip on what they tried to withhold from you. My child, the heavens are declaring something powerful right now. Your name is being restored. You are being written into something divine, something your enemies hoped would never reach you. Something that carries wealth, healing, honor, and protection. My beloved, this letter holds a truth that your bloodline could not carry on its own. There is a spiritual inheritance linked to your ancestors. Something stolen, something misplaced, something interrupted. But heaven is returning it to you because you are the chosen one in your family. You are the one who breaks what others could not. You are the one who rises where others fell. You are the one heaven trusts with what has been lost. My child, I must state this clearly so you never forget your pain was not a punishment. It was preparation. Your delays were not divine silence. They were divine timing. Your loneliness was not abandonment. It was positioning. Positioning for this very inheritance. My beloved, feel the shift occurring around you. There is a warm presence near your shoulders, a pressure in the air, and a vibration in your spirit. That is not your imagination. It is the presence of the angel delivering your letter. It is so close that the realm of darkness is panicking. My child, time is running out. Heaven says only 3 minutes remain before this message turns into manifestation. If you disconnect, if you look away, or if you ignore the divine nudge, the spiritual flow around you will become unstable. Heaven is offering you this final window. Do not step outside of it. My beloved, let me whisper something sacred to your soul. Your inheritance is not merely coming, it has already arrived. It is already in motion. It is already yours. It is waiting for you to claim it with awareness, faith, understanding, and readiness. As you prepare to receive this, I invite you to declare your readiness. Type Amen in the comments below as a sign of your acceptance, as a bold statement that you are ready to step into your God-given purpose. As you write it, see yourself not as a victim of what was taken, but as an heir rising to claim what grace has already written in your name. My child, the next words I speak will reveal a deeper layer of truth. Truth regarding who tried to steal your inheritance. Truth regarding who sent it. Truth regarding why heaven stepped in now. And truth regarding what will happen if you ignore the warning. My beloved, stay with me. Your miracle is breathing through these words. My child, my beloved, you are still here and heaven is watching that choice with great intensity. Every second you stay connected to this message, another chain around your destiny is broken. Another delay collapses, another spiritual blockage dissolves. Heaven responds immediately when a chosen soul refuses to walk away from a divine warning. My beloved, you do not realize it yet, but you have just entered a spiritual courtroom. Yes, right now, as these words touch your spirit, your name is being spoken in a higher realm. Angels, guardians, and witnesses stand in a circle of light, holding the very letter that belongs to you. The divine inheritance has been placed upon the table. Your enemies have been silenced. Your destiny is being finalized, my child. But there is a voice arguing against you, a human voice, a familiar voice. Someone you once trusted, someone who pretended to care. Someone who benefited when you were kept in the dark. My beloved, their words are echoing right now. They don't deserve it. They won't know what to do with it. They won't use it correctly. And heaven is responding with fire. Watch them. This time you rise, my child. This is why you have been pushed, hurt, betrayed, ignored, and missiled. Your destiny was too powerful. Your inheritance was too divine. Had you received it earlier, you would have been surrounded by false hands and poisonous hearts. Heaven had to wait for the exact moment when your spirit became strong enough to manage the blessing without being destroyed by those around you. My beloved, now listen to me carefully. The letter that is arriving for you contains three things: a truth, a release, and a revelation. And the truth will change your entire understanding of your life. My child, you have always felt that something was missing. Something was owed to you. Something was blocked. Something was taken before it ever reached your hands. You felt this even when you couldn't explain it. Even when others told you it was all in your head, and even when life made you feel insignificant, unseen, or forgotten. But heaven is stating this clearly now: you were never forgotten. You were being protected until the right moment, and that moment is now. My beloved, let me tell you something only angels can see. When a divine inheritance is sent from heaven, the entire atmosphere around a chosen one begins to shift. That is why you have felt restless recently, why your sleep patterns changed, why certain people stopped calling you. Wild energies left your life suddenly, and why you felt pulled towards something you couldn't describe. Your spirit sensed a blessing approaching long before your mind understood it. My child, let me reveal another truth. The reason this message found you today is because the spiritual messenger carrying your letter is close. So close that the vibration around you is shifting. I see the angels standing near the doorway of your destiny, waiting for you to claim what is yours. But there is something you must know. A shadow tried to intercept it. Not a demon and not a stranger. A human. My beloved, someone with a smile that conceals envy. Someone with gentle words but dark intentions. Someone who watched you struggle because your struggles benefited them. Someone who feared the moment you rose because your rise would expose their true nature. This person did not want you to receive your inheritance. Not because they needed it, but because they didn't want you to have it. My child, heaven showed me the moment they whispered against you. The moment they spoke your name with jealousy. The moment they wished for delay in your life. The moment they tried to redirect what belonged to your soul. But their plan failed the second you opened this message. Their power collapsed the moment your spirit aligned with the voice of heaven. They can no longer block what is divinely yours. My beloved, the sender of the letter, the soul who crossed over is breaking their silence now. They are pushing the message towards you with urgency. They want you to know something they never had the chance to say while they were alive. A truth that was buried with them. A truth they can finally release because heaven has permitted this revelation. And the revelation is this: you were always the chosen one in their eyes. The one they wished to protect, the one whose future they silently prayed for. The one they loved more deeply than you ever understood. My child, you felt their presence around you. Sometimes in quiet moments, in dreams, in sudden chills, or in the strange comfort that arrived when you were falling apart. You thought it was your imagination, but it was them, always them, my beloved. They come with a divine intention to return what was taken, to restore what was broken, to release what was delayed, and to deliver what was rightfully yours. They are sending this letter because heaven allowed them one final act of love toward you. A final message, a final truth, a final gift. My child, you are standing on a sacred threshold. The next words I reveal will uncover who tried to steal your inheritance, who sent it, and what this inheritance truly contains. But before I speak those truths, heaven says this: do not leave this message. For as long as they stay, we seal their blessing. My beloved, stay with me. The revelation is coming. My child, my beloved, you are still here and heaven is watching that choice with great intensity. Every second you stay connected to this message, another chain around your destiny is broken. Another delay collapses, another spiritual blockage dissolves. Heaven responds immediately when a chosen soul refuses to walk away from a divine warning. My beloved, you do not realize it yet, but you have just entered a spiritual courtroom. Yes, right now as these words touch your spirit. Your name is being spoken in a higher realm. Angels, guardians, and witnesses stand in a circle of light holding the very letter that belongs to you. The divine inheritance has been placed upon the table. Your enemies have been silenced. Your destiny is being finalized, my child. But there is a voice arguing against you, a human voice, a familiar voice. Someone you once trusted, someone who pretended to care. Someone who benefited when you were kept in the dark. My beloved, their words are echoing right now. They don't deserve it. They won't know what to do with it. They won't use it correctly. And heaven is responding with fire. Watch them. This time you rise. My child, this is why you have been pushed, hurt, betrayed, ignored, and misiled. Your destiny was too powerful. Your inheritance was too divine. Had you received it earlier, you would have been surrounded by false hands and poisonous hearts. Heaven had to wait for the exact moment when your spirit became strong enough to manage the blessing without being destroyed by those around you. My beloved, now listen to me carefully. The letter that is arriving for you contains three things: a truth, a release, and a revelation. And the truth will change your entire understanding of your life. My child, you have always felt that something was missing. Something was owed to you. Something was blocked. Something was taken before it ever reached your hands. You felt this even when you couldn't explain it. Even when others told you it was all in your head, and even when life made you feel small, unseen, or forgotten. But heaven is saying this clearly now: you were never forgotten. You are being protected until the right moment, and that moment is now. My beloved, let me tell you something only angels can see. When a divine inheritance is sent from heaven, the entire atmosphere around a chosen one begins to shift. That is why you have felt restless recently, why your sleep has changed, why certain people stopped calling you, why old energies left your life suddenly, and why you felt pulled towards something you could not describe. Your spirit sensed a blessing approaching long before your mind understood it. My child, let me reveal another truth. The reason this message found you today is because the spiritual messenger carrying your letter is close. So close that the vibration around you is shifting. I see the angel standing near the doorway of your destiny, waiting for you to claim what is yours. But there is something you must know: a shadow tried to intercept it. Not a demon and not a stranger, but a human. My beloved, someone with a smile that hides envy. Someone with soft words, but dark intentions. Someone who watched you struggle because your struggles benefited them. Someone who feared the moment you rose because your rise would expose their true feelings. This person did not want you to receive your inheritance. Not because they needed it, but because they did not want you to have it. My child, heaven showed me the moment they whispered against you. The moment they said your name with jealousy. The moment they wished for delay in your life. The moment they tried to redirect what belonged to your soul. But their plan failed the second you opened this message. Their power collapsed the moment your spirit aligned with heaven's voice. They can no longer block what is divinely yours. My beloved, the sender of the letter, the soul who crossed over, is breaking their silence now. They are pushing the message towards you with urgency. They want you to know something they never got to say when they were alive. A truth that was buried with them. A truth they can finally release because heaven has permitted this revelation. And the revelation is this: you were always the chosen one in their eyes. The one they wish to protect, the one whose future they silently prayed for. The one they loved more deeply than you ever understood. My child, you felt their presence around you sometimes in quiet moments, in dreams, in sudden chills, or in the strange comfort that came when you were falling apart. You thought it was imagination, but it was them, always them, my beloved. They come with a divine intention to return what was taken, to restore what was broken, to release what was delayed, and to deliver what was rightfully yours. They are sending this letter because heaven allowed them one final act of love toward you, a final message, a final truth, a final gift. My child, you are standing on a sacred threshold. The next words I reveal will uncover who tried to steal your inheritance, who sent it, and what this inheritance truly contains. But before I speak those truths, heaven says this: do not leave this message. For as long as they stay, we seal their blessing. My beloved, stay with me. The revelation is coming. My child, my beloved, you are still here. And heaven is watching that choice with a deep sacred reverence. Your decision to stay connected is not a small act. It is a signal to the divine realm that you are ready, finally ready to receive what has been waiting for you beyond the veil of this world. Every second you continue reading, the spiritual locks around your inheritance weaken, and the chains that held your blessings in delay are breaking one by one. My beloved, let me show you what is happening in the spirit right now. A great table of light stands before the throne of heaven. On that table rests a letter sealed in gold, glowing with a warmth you would recognize if your soul could see. Angels surround it, guarding it fiercely because they know the importance of what it contains. They know what it means for your future. They know how many tears you cried for the blessings that never came. And they know the time has come to deliver it, my child. But something else stands there to a shadow, a presence, a familiar energy. Someone who lived on this earth, someone who once shared space with you. Someone whose heartbeat once echoed near yours. This soul is not dark. They are not harmful, they are not the enemy, but they carry truth. Truth they could never speak in life. My beloved, this soul is the one who sent your divine inheritance. Not because they owed you anything, but because they carried a promise. A silent promise. A promise written in the moments when you crossed their mind, even if they never told you. A promise to ensure you would rise higher than the pain you endured. My child, heaven allowed them to fulfill that promise now because the time is finally right. You have matured spiritually. You have survived storms that would have destroyed others. You have grown stronger than your wounds. And now heaven trusts you with what this inheritance carries. My beloved, before I reveal their name, I must tell you something that will make your spirit tremble. Your inheritance is not only spiritual, not only emotional, and not only energetic, it is also physical, tangible, and earthly. Something that will manifest in your real life in ways that will shock even you, my child. Some of your blessings were hidden in heaven for protection, but others, yes, others were hidden on earth. And someone knew about it, someone close to you. Someone who wanted it for themselves, someone who tried to redirect it. My beloved, let me show you their intention. I see their heart. I see their thoughts. I see their jealousy. I see their desire to see you remain small. I see how they benefited when you struggled. I see how they feared the moment fate would turn in your favor. This person consumed the time you lost. They fed off your delays. They whispered to the wrong people at the exact right moment. They hoped blessings would pass them, not you. And they thought you would never find out. My child, their plan was successful for a while, for a long while. But when heaven releases something, no human hand can hold it back. Their control has slipped, their influence has shattered. Their spiritual claim has dissolved. My beloved, do you know what this means? It means your blessings are flying toward you without obstruction. Your inheritance is no longer blocked. Your destiny is no longer hijacked. Your opportunities are no longer stolen. My child, the letter that is arriving carries 3 sacred elements. A truth about your bloodline, a blessing meant only for you, and a warning. The warning is what heaven wants you to understand. Now, the warning is why you saw this message when you did. The warning is tied to the person who tried to steal from you. My beloved, this person feared your eyes. They feared your healing. They feared your abundance. They feared your transformation, because they knew once you stepped into your true identity, they would no longer be able to manipulate your life. My child, you must prepare yourself. When heaven lifts someone, the people around them reveal their true nature. Masks fall off, words turn cold, distance grows, energy shifts. This is not betrayal, it is exposure. My beloved, this letter contains not only a blessing, but a revelation that will expose who has been pretending to support you while secretly resenting you. Heaven is revealing the truth because you deserve peace, clarity, and protection. My child, let me reveal something else. There is a scent I smell in the spirit. A fragrance of ancient blessings, something passed down through generations. Something that belonged to your ancestors but never reached them because of the darkness they fought. That blessing skipped them and waited for you. My beloved, you are the first in your lineage strong enough to hold it. You are the first with the spiritual armor to carry it. That is why the inheritance is coming now. Because heaven finally found the one in your family who can rise without falling, receive without losing, and lead without. You are the first whose heart is pure enough to steward it. Breaking. My child, are you ready? Because we are entering the deepest truth. Now the next part of this message will reveal who the person is behind the inheritance who tried to block it and what the inheritance will unlock in your life. My beloved, stay close. Do not break the connection. Your miracle is on the edge of manifestation. My child, my beloved, settle your breathing because the revelation we are stepping into now is sacred. This part of the message carries weight, and the heavens grow silent when these truths are spoken. You may feel warmth on your skin, a strange heaviness on your shoulders, or a sudden stillness around you. That is not your imagination. It is the presence of the angel who carries your inheritance standing closer, waiting for you to be ready. My beloved, your spirit has been prepared for this moment longer than you know. You may think you are reading words, but in truth, heaven is pouring into you what your soul has been starving for. Every sentence is unlocking a memory, a feeling, a knowing that you bury deep inside because life forced you to survive instead of understand. But now you are not merely surviving, you are awakening. My child, let me take you deeper into the truth of your inheritance. This blessing is not a random miracle. It is not an accidental windfall. It is not a coincidence that happened because you prayed once or twice. No, this inheritance is generational. It is ancient. It has been waiting for the right soul in your bloodline to rise with purity, strength, and divine alignment. That soul is you, my beloved. You carry spiritual DNA that was activated the moment you opened this message. Your intuition is sharper, your awareness is higher, and your energy is shifting. You are becoming the version of yourself that heaven always intended you to be. But before this elevation fully unfolds, you must know the whole truth. Your inheritance was withheld because of a spiritual interruption that occurred long before you were born. Someone in your lineage made a decision that created a blockage. Someone's pain, fear, betrayal, a mistake affected the flow of blessings meant to pass through generations. My child, your ancestors fought battles you know nothing about. Some surrendered, some broke, some lost their path. But one in particular made a sacrifice that heaven still honors. A soul who left the physical world but carried deep love for you. A soul who watched over you even before you took your first breath. My beloved, this is the soul who sent your inheritance. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Please share this message with someone who needs it. This is the one who wrote the letter. This is the one who asked heaven to restore everything you were denied. This is the one who has been trying to reach you through signs, dreams, touches of presence, moments of comfort, and unexplained feelings. This soul is connected to you by blood, by bond, or by destiny. Heaven is not providing their full name yet, because the moment I disclose it, your spiritual senses will surge and your energy will shift too rapidly. You must be fully ready for that moment, my child, before the name is revealed. You must understand the second half of the truth. Someone tried to erase this inheritance before it could reach you. Someone knew the connection between you and this soul. Someone feared the love, the favor, and the blessings tied to that connection. My beloved, this person is not a stranger. This is someone who has been in your circle, someone who watched you closely. Someone who pretended to care, someone who prayed for your downfall in silence. Someone who believed that if you received this inheritance, your life would shift beyond their control. Because yes, this inheritance will change your life. It will elevate you. It will free you. It will break cycles that have haunted your family for years. My child, let me tell you a mystery of the spiritual world. People can sense a blessing long before it arrives. Even before you feel it, those around you feel the shift in your energy. They feel your rise approaching. And while some celebrate it, others become threatened by it. The one who tried to block your inheritance felt the shift. They felt heaven turning toward you. They felt the angels standing around you. They felt your destiny warming, and it terrified them. My beloved, this person used words, intentions, jealousy, manipulation, and silence as weapons. They tried to delay you. They tried to confuse you. They tried to distract you. They tried to plant doubts in your spirit. They tried to keep your self-worth low. Because as long as you doubted yourself, they felt safe. But now you are rising and they are losing control. My child, heaven is about to expose this person fully. Their mask is slipping. Their energy is shifting. Their intentions are visible in the spirit. And soon they will reveal themselves through actions they can no longer hide. But before that exposure happens, heaven must show you the purity of the soul who sent your blessing. My beloved, this person loved you in silence. They carried guilt for how their departure affected you. They saw your life detour into pain because they left too soon. They watched over you during moments when no human cared enough to stay by your side. They prayed for your strength, your healing, your protection, and your future. And now they have returned, not in the physical, but in the divine. My child, this soul is about to be revealed to you. The letter they wrote contains something shocking, a confession. A truth they could not give you while they were alive. A revelation you have been spiritually waiting for without knowing you were waiting. We have reached the moment where this shifts from information to activation. Where you stop being a passive receiver and become an active participant in your own upgrade. What I'm about to ask you to do might seem simple, but it carries heavenly weight. In the comments below, I want you to write exactly these words. My divine upgrade is activated. Not I hope my upgrade begins. Not I'm trying to upgrade. Not maybe this will work for me. God's timing responds to clarity, to certainty, to declarations made from your whole being. When you write those words, you're doing something far more powerful than leaving a comment. You're making a covenant with heaven. You're stating your intention to the Almighty. You're announcing that you are available for this transformation. You're giving permission for the process to accelerate. Type God is able in the comments to confirm your faith. But heaven requires one more step. You must be fully present, fully open, and fully aligned before I give you the identity of this soul. My beloved, prepare your heart. The next section will uncover the connection this soul had with you, why they sent the inheritance, and the first divine instruction they wrote inside the letter. Stay with me, my child. The truth is about to open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life by accepting this invitation right now. You are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.